What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I will be showing you how to make this nice but simple moon hat right here. It's pretty easy, so let's get started. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Okay, so now I'm just going to click Shift A, then I'm going to add a cylinder. Then I'm just going to scale it on the Z axis down, click S to scale, then Z to select which axis you're scaling on. And then I'm just going to make it look nice like this. And then I'm just going to scale this down a little bit more. And then, just so then I can reference this, I'm just going to move this back over a little bit. It looks like that's about the same width. So, click Tab to go into edit mode once you select the object. Then I'm going to select the very top face right here. And then I'm going to click I for a new face. And then this looks about right. And then I'm going to click E to extrude on the X axis. Make sure to click X. And then I think I'm going to go about this high. Then I'm going to click I, go in a little bit. Then I'm going to click E to extrude again. And I'm just going to go like this high. So you can see it's already looking like the other hat. So I'm just going to click this, which makes where I can select everything through it. And then I'm just going to scale it in. There you go, now you can see the band right there. And then I'm going to hit Control R, then use the scrolling wheel to get 2 loop cuts. And then just right click. And then I'm going to get one, I'm going to select this right here, then I'm going to click Alt. And then I'm just going to select all of the faces along this axis. And I'm just going to turn this off. And then I'm going to click S to scale out, to get the nice look right there. And then I'm going to hit Control R, add 2 of these, and then right click, and then just select this again. Okay, there you go, I selected it. Now I'm just going to click S to scale out a little bit. Something like this. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. And then I'm just going to select the top right here, and I'm just going to scale it a little bit. So now you can see that basically our top hat right here is done. And now make the moon right here. And then once we're all done with everything, I will show you how to texture this and stuff. Really quick, make sure to go to edit, then preferences, and then go into add-ons. And then make sure you have bool, object bool tool. So if this isn't selected, then make sure to select it. Okay, so now I'm just going to click Save Preferences just to make sure. So now I have this little thing up here. So now I am going to click Shift A and then add a cylinder. And then I'm going to hit Shift D. And then I'm going to do this. And then just so I can see the top hat, I am going to move it along this right here. Then I'm going to select this right here, G, to move it over. And then if you don't have this pulled up, I already have it pulled out, but there should be an arrow right here that you click. So now I just have to get it looking how I want it to. This might be a little bit confusing with what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to select both of these and click on the edit right here and then click difference. So now it'll make a moon right here, just like I have right here. And then I'm going to select this, scale it all along the Z axis. And I'm just going to get it pretty thin, like that. Looks good. So now you see we have our moon right here. And then I'm just going to click number 3, then R, 90. Then I'm going to click 1. Then I'm going to click G to grab and S to scale in. And then I'm just going to bring it down here. And then I'm just going to click Shift to pan and Command to zoom in and out. If you're on a Windows, it's probably Control to zoom. Basically, whenever I say command, it means control. So I'm just going to move this right here, G, and then I'm just going to rotate it a little bit more. So that's looking pretty good. And now I'm just going to click Shift A, then add a circle right here, and then make sure it has 10 vertices. So once you have that made, just move it over along the y-axis, click G to grab. Then I'm going to go into edit mode, then click select, actually we need to go into vertice mode, select, check or deselect, then scale in, something like that. And then I want to select all of it, click number 1, then I'm just going to click E to extrude all on the Z-axis, and then I'm just going to go to about here, and then I'm going to click A, then F to fill, and then I'm going to hit Control B to bevel, and then I can get a nice look right there. There we go, now that's looking pretty good. So now we have everything made, and let's just move the star over to where it needs to be, then I'll show you how to get the cool textures. So I'm just going to click number 3, I'm going to rotate it 90, then I'm going to grab and make it go over here, scale it down a little bit, then I'm going to click 1, grab it down, then scale it down a little bit more to where it kind of matches up with the stars. That looks good. So now I'm just going to put this right here, Shift D, this right here, Shift D, this right here. And now we are going to do some rotating on our stars to make it look like this. So now G, then Y. And I'm just going to rotate it like this, and then like that. And then I'm just going to get this. I'm just going to grab it, move it right here, rotate it like that. And then this star right here, I'm just going to rotate it a little more like this. Then grab it and then move it like, just like that. Okay, so now, since everything is done, except I forgot one thing on the top hat, so I'm just going to move this down a little bit. So the top should be a little bit taller, so I'm just going to click G, then X. There we go, and then I did one more thing. Click I, then here, then click G, then go up. Now, that looks better, so I'm just going to bring it back up to about right here. And then I'm just going to move everything up a little bit, G, then along the Z. Then I'm going to select these stars and move them down a little bit. Alright, now I am going to show you how I did the shading and everything. Go, and once you have these selected, click the UV editing, and then right here, just click open, and then just get whatever color palette you want. So once you have yours open, then you can go ahead and get started. But if you want the search color palette, preferably gradient, because we're going to be using some gradients on here, as you can see. So I am going to be selecting the band of the top hat. So remember, Alt to select that side, and then I'm just going to select all these sides real quick. Alright, so I got all the sides selected, and now I'm going to click 1, and then U, then Project from View, and then A to select all while you're on here, then S to scale, and then on this, I think I did it somewhere like around here, so I'm just going to click G to grab, S to scale it down, G, and I'm just going to move it right here. So I think that's where I put it. And then I'm going to click on this material button right here, and then click new, base color, put that as image texture, then put the palette that you have, and then if you cannot see what your material looks like, just click Z and then click material preview. So then now I have the band selected. I want to color everything else now, so I'm going to hit Control I, and it'll select everything else within that mesh. I'm going to click 1, U, then Project from View, and then it selected these for some reason. And then I'm going to click A, then S to scale it down, then G to move it around to right here or something. Okay, and now I see that the band I made it to where it was a lot wider, so I'm just going to grab it and move it like right here or something. So I just need to get the band where it was, and it goes right here. There you go, that looks a lot better. And now it's time to do the moon. So tab, A, S, then G, then I'm just gonna put it like this one, and then did the same thing that we just did and make the image texture the image, So that looks pretty good. And now it's time to do the stars. So actually I am just going to delete both of these, and then I'm going to do this one. So just click tab 1 and then project from view, A, S, then just grab it, and then I'm just going to put it as this one right here. And then do the same thing that we did, make the base color the image texture. So I'm just going to make it to where there's a little more shadows. I'm going to scale it up a little bit. G. There we go. I think that looks good right there. I just need to do this a little more. And then rotate it. So then it's a little bit more like this. There we go. Now I am just going to move the stars over here. So Shift D, Shift D, and then I'm going to rotate it, rotate it, rotate it, and then I'm going to click 3, then grab it over a little bit, click this one, and I'm going to click 3 again, move it in front a little bit, and click this one, and click 3, and move it over a little bit. Whew, that was a lot of work. Now, as you can see, it looks very much similar like the other one. There's a very few things that are different, but that is how you make this super cool moon top hat. And I'm just going to shade this smooth right here, so that looks awesome. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if you like the normal tutorials better or these types better. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.